Well, hey there, my fellow dorky daddies, so glad you're here. Yesterday, I decided to sit down and rewatch one of my old videos. I made Resolve feel like Final Cut. And while I still find most of this video to be really helpful, I also realized that even since I made that video, I have learned several things that either need to be corrected in the previous video, or I have improved my workflow to make Resolve again feel even more like Final Cut. And even one of them just became possible with this new 19 release. I'm very excited. So today, let's get nerdy and make Resolve once again feel like Final Cut Pro.
Watch this! They say I couldn't, I did it again. Watch this! And nothing can stop this, I even know watch this.
First up, we need to correct something I said in the first video. I thought you couldn't assign a hotkey for place on top, and well, I was wrong. And this is an absolute game changer. The ability to click on a clip in your media viewer, set in and out points, and then press a shortcut to place it on top is amazing. For a reminder, the reason you want to do this is because Final Cut is so easy to drag clips down into your timeline, and you don't have to worry about overwriting things at all. By design, Final Cut bumps things out of the way rather than overwriting stuff you don't want gone. Therefore, the ability to place a clip on top and have Resolve generate a new track if needed, rather than overwriting something existing, is making Resolve behave so much more like Final Cut. We've all been there in Command-Z hell. I promise you, you're gonna thank me for this one. Next up, we need to talk about L and J cuts. While I still prefer overall how they are done in Final Cut, I have gotten much closer and hate it much less in Resolve. And here's how. The first and most important thing is that if you are on a Mac and hit the Option key and click a clip, it will toggle how you select the clips. So for instance, if it is a typical clip where you have audio and video linked or attached rather than clicking the link button to turn off the linking, you can just hit the option to toggle that behavior off. This then allows you to grab either just the audio or just the video and drag it out to shorten or change it without bringing or changing the other one. Therefore, as you can guess, if you change over to trim, hit option, and then drag the video clip, the audio will slide under the previous clip, creating a delicious J-cut. It's so rad. Again, not quite as delicious as the way Final Cut does it, but I really like this, and I can live with it. I would also say to even further enhance this, set up a shortcut key for your default audio transition so that you can make a nice smooth audio transition between the two butted audio clips. Although not perfect, this is kind of mimicking the behavior of two audio tracks sort of interrupting each other in Final Cut depending on where the cut is at. I have mine set to Shift+T, and it will automatically do an audio cross dissolve between two selected clips. No pops in sight and delicious sounding J-cuts coming right up. Oh, yeah. Jake! Hey, Jake! Alex?
How are you doing those deliciously dorky dad animations so effortlessly?
Oh yeah, actually, I'm using Magic Animate V3, who just so happens to be the sponsor of today's video. Guys, when Alex reached out and said he wanted to do this sponsorship, I was genuinely so excited. If you're new to the channel, you know that I struggle to get on board with a lot of plugins. They have to be really good for me to like them, and Magic Animate V3 is one of those ones that I've liked and used even before he approached me. In a nutshell, it is a drag and drop effect that you can place on a clip, picture, video, whatever, that allows you to do really simple but fun animations without having to go into Fusion. And the best part and why I love it so much is because those animations have nice, smooth keyframes. Yes. I love Fusion. Fusion is super powerful, but you guys know Fusion takes me out of the flow state of a timeline, and for most of what I do, this drag and drop effect allows me to stay in the edit page and keep the juices flowing. I love it. And if for whatever reason that doesn't sell you, any of the dorky dads that you've seen flying into the screen on this video have been made possible with Magic Animate V3. Also, with this integration, I'm super excited to announce if you go use the Jakey Baby affiliate link down there, I'm gonna get a cut of that sale for Magic Animate V3, so you're not only helping Alex out, which I love, but you're helping Jake out, which I also love. On that website link, you're gonna be able to buy the default Magic Animate, or you can buy a new custom Jake pack, which basically just has some of the ways that I use Magic Animate saved off into special little drag and drops, exactly how I've been using them in this video. and you can get that in this pack.
Which is so rad.
I just want to say a big thank you and shout out to Alex. You guys know how I feel about him. He is the best. He is empowering us to make fantastic edits with ease in DaVinci Resolve. Go buy Magic Animate V3. Go get the Jake pack. You will not regret it. And with that, let's get back to the video. Okay, this next one, we have to talk about it again. I still feel like Blackmagic could be adding this. I am looking at you, Blackmagic. I am yelling at you, Blackmagic. I am screaming at you, Blackmagic. Can you please, please, please add this feature? The secondary playhead. It is so powerful. The fact that I can move around my timeline and change where I want to start playback from anywhere that my mouse is with ease is killer. And again, just a little reminder to anyone who hasn't used it, CapCut for desktop has this feature and you can toggle it on and off. So how do we get there in Resolve? Well, the closest thing that I have found is setting up hotkeys that will move the playhead. For these, I am currently playing around with X and C and Shift as the alternative version. Right now, X and C will move the playhead either 5 frames to the left or 5 frames to the right. And then when I hit Shift, either X or C, it moves it either 1 frame forward or backwards, depending on which one you press, which is definitely a small movement, but I promise you it gets used. I love this because if I'm working in an area and want to easily replay things but still be on my mouse for editing, I can just hit X and the playhead moves backwards. But again, even though it is great, I am going to say it again. Blackmagic, please, 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 please add the secondary playhead. And guys, believe it or not, in case you didn't think I could get more passionate about the secondary playhead, I actually have a new alternative version of a way to work around this. And this is a red hot alert because it just became possible with DaVinci Resolve 19. So what is this change, you might ask? Well, it is the ability to use a fixed playhead in the edit page. Now this feature was only in the cut page if I'm remembering correctly. To turn it on, you need to go to the little icon right here on the left side and check fixed playhead while in the edit page. So what this does is it now makes the playhead stay in the middle of the timeline and the timeline scrolls underneath it. Sort of like those old-timey Magic Piano sheets of music. It's pretty cool. But why is this so good? Well, now if you hit Command and scroll on your mouse, you are able to move the playhead backwards or forwards without your hand leaving the mouse, which again is the whole reason I love the secondary playhead. And even furthermore, if your mouse has a middle mouse wheel that can be clicked, you can click and drag the timeline and the playhead will move where you drag. This again allows you to click anywhere with your middle mouse on the timeline and move the playhead. Again, leaving your hand on the mouse without having to deal with the annoying precision of clicking in that very top little tiny middle bar just to move the playhead. I have been playing around with this quite a bit, and although it isn't quite as snappy as I would like it to feel, it might be good enough to get me to stop complaining about no secondary playhead. Okay, who are we kidding? That's probably not going to happen, so
Just do it.
But hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Another big thanks to Alex for sponsoring this video. So cool. If you're switching to Resolve from Final Cut, I think everything we talked about in this video and the part 1 is super helpful. Or if you're just getting started in Resolve, I think these are great tips to help Resolve just feel better and make you a better editor. I truly believe that. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I do want to give another quick shout out to the Jake Felzine Dorky Dad editing members. You guys are the best. They're the biggest, fattest nerds on the planet, and we love you guys. Thank you so much for your support, and definitely consider becoming a member today. They get exclusive videos where we just sit down, talk to camera, get super nerdy, have screen shares, go over stuff, editing, you name it. It's stuff I wouldn't dare throw at the algorithm. So thank you to the editing nerds who support this channel. We love you so much. And guys, with that, I'm gonna let you go because I've got a lot to edit.